Well, that was quick. Hello and welcome to today's Daily Blitz. Now, as I'm sure you'll have seen already, yesterday was a pretty historic one for the investment market in general. If you take a look at this chart, you can see just how quick the decline has been to get to 20% off from a peak. So it was only 16 trading days in the end that it took to hit that bear market territory. And interestingly, you're seeing some market participants, as it's been such a long time since we had a bear market, wondering what you're meant to do in a bear market and what a bear market even is. See this tweet from CNBC, and CNBC being the sort of the leading flagship media producer that covers market events. So it's interesting to see just how the reaction has rippled across various other investment sectors. There was very few places to hide. I think one of the most important things that investors can take from the recent action was that investment bonds, generally seen as a secure and safe asset, particularly those issued by sovereign governments like the US or from the UK even, actually had a very bad day on Thursday as well. So stock investors got wrecked, bond investors got wrecked as well, and then you had things like gold selling off too. And this was something that was very hard to hide from unless you were invested in something like volatility itself. So if you were purchasing highly volatile options, or if you were buying VIX futures, for example. As to where this goes next, well, that's anyone's guess. But personally, I am looking very closely at what's going on in the Eurozone, as this is one of the areas that's been hit very hard from the coronavirus, but also has all of these endemic banking problems. Deutsche Bank is a good example of one of these Eurozone-based banks that's under considerable strain, not just from the economic fallout of the coronavirus, but also the seizing up in the US and in London of credit in general, as banks require funding from other sources in order to stay solvent. If you take a look at this chart, which is the Global Systemically Important Banking Index, you'll see that these have managed to plumb to new lows, and this is going to become a severe risk, which Eurozone governments are going to need to intervene very, very strongly. So it's very interesting to see what's going to go on there, as we may well see Christine Lagarde taking some huge action in order to save the Eurozone-based banking system. But that sums up today's Daily Blitz. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell down below, and we shall see you in the next one.